What do you think the issue is with modern dating?
I think there's a few issues. So I'm 30 years old, so is Nicole. Nicole's 30. I am single, Nicole's married. I think that social media is going to be the detriment of dating for now, but for the future as well. I think that we have a scarcity mindset right now, but then we also, I don't know, we always have this idea that there's someone else out there because it's so easy to find with a swipe or, I don't know, a DM.
One common issue with modern dating is that people often have too many options and are more likely to engage in swipe culture, where they rapidly go through a large number of potential partners, leading to a feeling of never being satisfied with their current choices. This can lead to a lack of commitment and an increase in the prevalence of casual relationships. Additionally, with the widespread use of dating apps and social media, people can often present themselves in a certain way that may not be completely truthful. This can lead to disappointments and even danger when people eventually meet in person. Another issue is the pressure to be perfect or to present oneself in a certain way, which can lead to anxiety and a lack of authenticity in relationships. People may also have unrealistic expectations of their partners or may be overly focused on superficial qualities, such as physical appearance or social status. Lastly, there is a growing concern about the impact of technology on dating and relationships. While technology can be helpful in facilitating connections and communication, it can also lead to a decrease in face-to-face interaction and a lack of emotional intimacy.
Dating an older woman, they got that high sex drive. Man, look, I ain't gonna lie to you, them first couple weeks, man, I was damn near ready to call for help. I'm like, God damn. Like, nigga, we go to sleep, shower, go to work, come home, eat, sleep again, I was in there turning light skin, I was so much.
If the man is feeling overwhelmed or uncomfortable with the frequency of his partner's sexual advances, it's important for him to have an open and honest conversation with her about his feelings. It's also important to ensure that both partners are comfortable and consenting in their sexual interactions. If the man feels pressured or coerced into engaging in sexual activity, it's important for him to set clear boundaries and communicate his needs with his partner. In any relationship, it's important to prioritize communication and mutual respect. If the couple is unable to find a compromise or solution that works for both of them, it may be worth seeking the guidance of a therapist or counselor to help navigate these issues.
Are y'all smart?
Yeah.
Are you smart?
Yes. I have a master's degree.
What lives longer, a plant or a rock?
What? A rock. Period.
Help me!
What?
A plant or a rock? Which lives longer?
Help me!
A plant. A rock. A rock doesn't have life.
Y'all want the answer?
No, but a rock. It's a rock.
No.
Oh, y'all
But
want?
it's not alive.
Y'all are smart. You want the answer?
It's a rock.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I said plant.
You is how you.
I said plant. It's a rock.
It's important to have a basic understanding of scientific concepts like these in order to have clear and accurate communication. However, it's also important to be patient and understanding when someone makes a mistake or doesn't fully understand a concept. We can all learn and grow through open and respectful communication.
Girl, if you are of age and you're not dating a man in his 30s, literally what are you doing? I promise on my whole life I will never waste my time with a man who's my age ever again. Since dating 30-year-olds, this is what I've experienced. Number one, I don't gotta pay for shit. When I hang out with my man, do you want to know what I have to bring? I have to bring my ID and my lip gloss.
It's important for individuals to make their own decisions about who they want to date and what qualities are important to them in a partner. However, it's important to keep in mind that age should not be the only factor in deciding who to date. While dating someone who is older may bring certain benefits, such as maturity and experience, it's important to ensure that the relationship is based on mutual respect, shared values, and genuine connection rather than just convenience. It's also important to consider the power dynamics that can come into play in relationships with significant age differences. Older partners may have more life experience and resources, which can create an imbalance of power that can be problematic if not navigated carefully. Ultimately, it's up to the individual to decide what they are comfortable with in a relationship. However, it's important to be mindful of the potential risks and to approach relationships with awareness, communication, and mutual respect.
The love of my life and forever. A month ago, I picked this up. And I've been waiting for the right moment to share with the world the way I feel about you. 2 weeks ago, I found out you cheated with my best friend. So I'm gonna keep this and get rid of you. So you get out of my life. But if you're shocked and hurt now, imagine the way I felt when I found out.
That sounds like a very difficult and emotional situation for everyone involved. It's important to remember that infidelity is a sensitive and personal issue, and it's not uncommon for people to experience strong emotions in response to it. In this situation, it's important for the man to take some time to process his feelings and decide how he wants to proceed. He may want to consider seeking the guidance of a therapist or counselor to help him work through his emotions and make a plan for moving forward. It's also important to consider the impact that this revelation may have on the other people involved, such as family members and friends. It's important to approach these conversations with empathy and respect for everyone's feelings and to avoid placing blame or making assumptions about anyone's behavior. Ultimately, it's up to the man to decide how he wants to proceed in his relationship with his fiancée. While this can be a difficult and painful process, it's important to prioritize honesty, communication, and self-care in order to move forward in a healthy and positive way.
Woman is cheating on her partner, there are a few telltale things she's gonna do that you can look for right now in her appearance and in her behavior. As a relationship expert, I've worked with hundreds of people who have gotten cheated on, but I've also had the weird experience of working with the cheaters themselves, so I know that these things are true. First thing you're gonna look for is if she's suddenly smiling and giggling a lot. Unlike men who tend to cheat to get their physical needs met, women tend to cheat from a very emotional place. For a lot of women, cheating can occur when someone new comes in and suddenly gives her new attention. If you notice that she's suddenly humming and skipping around and you don't know why, it's totally out of context, she could be cheating. Is she initiating more sex with you? Guys, I don't know if you've noticed this, but a lot of women have the ability to completely turn off their sensuality in long-term relationships. If you notice that she's kissing you a lot more, being a lot more sensual with you, and initiating sex on the regular, there could be a chance she's cheating. Have you noticed that her grooming habits have changed? Maybe she hasn't shaved down there in like a month and now she's going full-on Brazilian. Only ever seen her wearing like granny panties and now she's wearing thongs every day. For women, looking sexy is a very big part of feeling sexy, and that really goes hand in hand with sexual activity. Finally, guys, has she been spending more time alone with her phone? Women is so much more about emotional connection, and usually that emotional connection is fueled by texting. If you notice that her phone is now her new best friend, she's getting super secretive with it, even telling you that she's going to bed earlier than she actually is, this is a sign that she could be cheating.
It's important to remember that infidelity is a sensitive and complex issue, and it's not always possible to know for certain if someone is cheating. However, there are some signs that may indicate that a woman is cheating on a man. She is emotionally distant. If a woman who was previously emotionally available suddenly becomes distant or withdrawn, it could be a sign that she is emotionally involved with someone else. She is defensive or secretive. If a woman becomes defensive or secretive about her phone, computer, or social media activity, it could be a sign that she is hiding something. She is spending more time away from home. If a woman suddenly has more commitments outside of the home or is spending more time with friends or colleagues, it could be a sign that she is trying to create distance from her partner. She is more critical or nitpicky. If a woman becomes overly critical or nitpicky about her partner, it could be a sign that she is trying to justify her behavior or create distance in the relationship. She has a sudden change in appearance or behavior. If a woman suddenly changes her appearance or behavior in a significant way, it could be a sign that she is trying to impress someone else or is seeking validation from someone outside of the relationship. It's important to keep in mind that these signs are not definitive proof of infidelity, and it's important to approach any concerns with empathy, respect, and open communication. It's also important to prioritize self-care and seek support from trusted friends or professionals if needed.